To be honest, I was worried, I was scared, and I was freaking out. This thing could do everything I can do faster, more efficiently, and if I should say so myself, even better. Would I have a job in the next few weeks? What was my relevance? Who would want to hire me? This thing could do everything I can do anyways. All these things were going on through my mind as a writer when I heard of ChatGPT and AI as a whole. But now, having used it for years, I've realized AI is not my competitor. Actually, it's my collaborator or even my best friend. In this video, I share with you how I use AI to boost my productivity, overcome my writing challenges, my mindset shifts about AI and creativity, and how AI has transformed my writing into a more enjoyable process. So in this video, I'll be using AI and ChatGPT interchangeably. ChatGPT is part of AI. AI is the umbrella, but ChatGPT is part of AI. The first thing that I had to do when it comes to AI is really understanding it. Because our relationship started on very rocky grounds. I didn't know what this thing was. I was very skeptical. It felt like using it would be plagiarizing. It would affect my work. It felt like anytime I wrote and I used ChatGPT in any way, shape, or form, the work wouldn't be my work anymore. It would be someone else's work. I don't know, it just felt wrong for some reason. So the first thing I had to do was really understand what this tool is. What is it? What does it do? How can it help me? As I was doing my research, I realized almost all of us don't really know the grandioseness, if that is even a word, because we're just at the tip of the iceberg. So I decided to focus more on my aspect, like really understanding how does ChatGPT help when it comes to writing? How does ChatGPT improve my writing? And I got an analogy and I'm going to share it with you guys. So I decided to see ChatGPT as a person. So imagine this person. Let's call this person ChatGPT, or let's shorten the name. He's our friend. Let's call him GPT. GPT goes to every single person on the earth, their homes. Sometimes he knocks, sometimes he doesn't knock, but then he gets in and he takes all the information that is in the house. So he asks, what information do you have? Then he takes it. Then he takes every single person. And then he bundles all this information and he puts it in a storehouse. And after he's done putting it in a storehouse, he comes back and he says, hi guys, it's me, GPT. Anybody who's interested can have a key to this storehouse to get information. So the keys are available. If you want it, you just take the key and you get in there, and any information you want on this planet is going to be here because I got it from you. After I understood it that way, I realized, okay, this tool is not a threat. It's actually something that I can use to advance my work because it's like all the information that I need is now at my disposal. One of the first ways that I used it as a tool was overcoming my writing challenges. There are 4 writing challenges that I have, or maybe 5. The first one is writer's block. The second one is brainstorming. The third one is sometimes idea generation. And the fourth one is dotting my I's and crossing my T's. And ChatGPT has helped me in all these 4 areas. Let's go back to another analogy. When it comes to writer's block, I see GPT as my friend. So this is what I do. I'm writing, I've gotten to chapter 5, and I'm so happy I'm on a roll. And then all of a sudden, nada, nix, bibieni ho, my mind is empty. There's nothing in my mind, nothing. I can't seem to know how to continue the story anymore. In a normal circumstance, maybe I would call a friend and say, hey, what do you think about this? I would call the editor and say, hey, what do you think about this? But now I have the bestest of all best friends. All I would do is call this best friend of mine and say, hey, GPT, I'm writing a book and I'm stuck. I don't know how to do this. Unlike my human friends who might be busy and say, hey, I have a family, I'm taking my kids out, or like an editor who will say, okay, yes, I can help you, but it's going to take days. just this GPT friend instantly answers the call and is like, hey, after seeing everything you've done so far, after going through all of this, I realized, this is a better way to continue. It will flow in seamlessly, it will be okay, and everything will be fine. So this best friend now points me in the right direction, and instantly I'm able to think, oh yeah, it's true, this is where I was at and this is where I could go with this. Maybe I take this idea, maybe I don't, but at least now I have perspective. And that is what ChatGPT does for me when it comes to my writer's block. When it comes to ideation and brainstorming, as a copywriter, my writing is supposed to evoke emotions out of my audience or the audience of my clients so that they decide to take an action. Whether it is clicking a button or buying something, my writing has to lead to conversions. And that's what ChatGPT does when it comes to my copywriting journey. It helps me with what I have crafted already. I give it to ChatGPT and I say, hey, how best do you think we can make sure this evokes emotions out of this particular audience? And ChatGPT then helps me to brainstorm on how I can articulate properly so that it will help my audience understand what I want to put across. So in this way, it helps me with generating ideas and brainstorming. And when it comes to dotting my I's and crossing my T's, guys, let's just take a moment to talk about colons and semicolons. Who invented those things? It's so confusing for me. Even now, every time my bestie is there to help me. But at first, anytime I used a colon, I had to double check. Is this the right time to use colon? Am I supposed to use semicolon? For some reason, those particular two are always so confusing for me. But now I don't need to focus on those ones because my bestie is always going to help me to make sure that I've dotted my I's and I've crossed my T's. It helps me with ensuring that my sentence structure is correct. So this is how ChatGPT has helped me overcome my challenges when it comes to writing. 2, boosting productivity. I can't even begin to explain how ChatGPT helps me to boost my productivity, but I'm going to try. So when it comes to outlining and structuring and automating things, now all those things that I had to do so many times, all the time, over a number of times, I can trust ChatGPT to do that aspect for me. I can trust ChatGPT to help me with things that are repetitive, that I don't have to do over and over again. For example, if it comes to writing the chapters, the chapter section of the book, now I can give it to ChatGPT to automate it and do it in a way that I don't have to focus on that anymore. This then gives me more time to focus on my creative aspect whilst ChatGPT is taking care of the mundane tasks for me. And I think this is such a great thing. It makes it easy to want to go and start writing. I love writing. Writing has been my saving grace in so many instances. I talk more about that in my previous video on how writing has saved me in so many instances. I'll leave a link of that video in the description below. Writing is great and I love it, but is it hard? Yes. Is it exhausting sometimes? Yes. Is it overwhelming? Yes. Do you want to quit sometimes? Yes. Is it something that makes you want to throw out your laptop? Yes. If you're using a paper and a pen, do you want to tear your paper into pieces? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. And as much as I love it and it's enjoyable, it's not a field day in the park. There's so many difficult instances when it comes to writing. But ChatGPT has helped make my writing journey more enjoyable. In that, now I'm able to find information so easily. Again, to the analogy of the storehouse. Now I have a key to all this information. I just need to type it in. I don't need to go to the library and stay in the library for years. I don't need to take a book and flip through and look for where exactly the particular information is. I can just go to the storehouse with my key, again, open it, and then get all that information and use it in enriching my content and use it in enriching what I'm writing. So in that way, it has made writing more enjoyable because I don't have to waste time anymore on things that took so much of my time. This is how ChatGPT has helped me generally in my writing process. I use it in a way that has really enhanced my writing. It has enriched it, and it has made the writing journey so much more fun. In ending, I'll say this. I'll leave a link of all the AI tools I use in enhancing and enriching my writing in the description below. Don't worry, I'm not getting any money from them. I just feel like they're so helpful and I want to share it with as many people as possible. I hope in this video I've been able to shed more light on how you can use AI tools to enhance your writing, to enrich your writing, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you and have a great time. Bye.